2 days ago, I made this viral video called Shannon Sharp Admits That Black Men Are Suffering Dating Black Women. And we already know that Shannon Sharp does not date black women. He has a black daughter that might be in her 20s. But outside of that, Shannon Sharp has been seen with exclusively white women. So when TMZ caught up with him at the airport and they asked him about this situation with Bronny James, Shannon Sharp had this to say.
People would rather you be miserable with someone of your own race than you be in love with someone of a different race. It is so utterly ridiculous. I read the comments.
Yeah.
People need to get a life. Let that man be happy. I get it. But if that's not what brings him joy, if that's not what brings him happiness, who are you to tell him who he should be with because it's not of his race?
So that brings us to where we are today. Now, Shannon Sharp is one of the best sports commentators. Him and Skip Bayless on they have a sports show on Spox. And Shannon Sharp is a real vocal guy. Speaks on many black issues, okay? And he speaks on, Black Lives Matter, racism, white supremacy. I mean, if you were to listen to some of the social issues that Shannon Sharp talks about, you would think that he's not far removed from being in the pro-black community, because that's how he talks. Shannon Sharp has a very pro-black dialect. And that is where we kind of run into a big problem, right? Now, let me just say this. People like Candace Owens, let me just talk about her. We kind of understand where she's going with it. Candace Owens, she has a white husband. She blames Black America for everything. There's no such thing as racism. We get it, Candace. You don't like black people. Okay, fine. I don't have an issue with that because she's being straightforward. But we already know that Candace Owens got a white husband. She's trying to fit into that particular crowd. But see, Shannon Sharp, though, he's a little different because he talks black and he sleeps white. Now, this has become a problem for many people associated with black Twitter. And the thing is that, I hate to say it, guys, but you can't really have your cake and eat it too. Not that it's wrong, because I do know that black women allow this all the time, but it's still hypocritical. Let me talk about Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou was married to 3 different white men and slept white and talked black, even cheated on her white husbands. But she's looked at as, a saint, okay? Should she be? I don't think so. I think that her legacy is tarnished because she complained about those white people all the time, and she went and had marriages with their sons. Now, this is the same problem Mr. Shannon Sharp is running into. Now, obviously, people are not going to be so favorable to him because he is a black man, he is wealthy, he is accomplished, he is a Hall of Famer. And Shannon Sharp has addressed his dating decisions in the past. He's even done so with Cynthia G. And here he says this: "Date music. I should and will date whatever I choose. You should do the same. This is America. We don't arrange dating or marriages. Now kick rocks, clowns." And then this other guy says, "Sad music. Shannon, you should be dating a beautiful black queen instead of a snow bunny. You're being disrespectful and insensitive." Now let me just say this, right? And these brothers, there's one brother here, Brother Kevin Harris. "Angry music. These boys will fight for master daughter." Now let's kind of rewind. Nima. Okay, so we do understand that there's somewhat of a dating problem with black men and black women in America. And I understand why some black men or black women feel that they may need to date out or expand their options in other communities. I don't personally agree with it, but I can understand why someone may feel that they need to make that choice. But I think here are the parameters that people are going to look for, okay? If you are a black man or a black woman and you are talking black, pro-black community, and you are dating a white person, you exclusively date white people. I'm talking about your people like Van Jones, Shannon Sharp. What do you think people are going to take you seriously? They're not going to take you seriously. That's the issue. Even if you're Maya Angelou, they're not going to take you seriously. And to be real, should they take you seriously? Well, in my honest opinion, they should not. It's just me personally. Now, I understand that Shannon Sharpe says, hey, date whoever you want. But when you're talking about racism and you're talking about the system of white supremacy, you're talking about one particular group, okay? And I'm not saying that all white people are racist or all white people are bad. But what you're telling me is that these are the people that have the advantages of society that you don't have based on skin tone. And you believe that you can empower your own community. Now, I've heard some things about Shannon Sharpe that said that, you would never catch him with a black woman at all in certain jokes like that. If that's the case, fine. But just like you have the reality or the option to choose and date whoever you like, these people have the reality and the right to check you for what may be concerned as being a hypocrite. It would be different if his tonality on black issues was not so strong, so direct. Now, I understand why black men go and date other races or other communities, or sometimes even black women, right? Like I said, me, I'm all black person, all black everything. But I can understand it. The problem's gonna come in when you socially talk very black. You're weighing in all the time on black issues. You're talking like Malcolm X in the daytime, and you're Sidney Poitier by nighttime. People are gonna look at you as a hypocrite. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that you need to be with a beautiful black queen. Date whoever you want, okay? But if you're gonna be talking about black issues all the time and pointing the finger at them, and then at the same time, you're gonna be going around talking about I'm dating their daughters, it looks like you're not serious, okay? Because what other person in any other group, let's say you're a person, you're very pro-Chinese, you're pro-Vietnamese, you're pro-Hispanic, very pro-Hispanic, and you're really, really, really talking about how people are oppressing your people. And then you go out there and you're married to the people that you said, are you dating the people that you said they'll oppress you? People are gonna look at you very weird. They're gonna look at you funny. And they would in that community. It's only in the black American community where you feel like you should be able to do whatever the hell you want. And I'm not even getting on him for, dating whoever he wants. He can do whatever he wants. But the social issues though, when you talk as black and as strong as black as Shannon Sharpe does, calling out the system, calling out all these problems against black people, and all you date is white women, it looks suspicious, bro. And I'm sorry, it looks crazy a little bit. You want the right to be able to talk about the white man and still date his daughters. And you just can't do everything like that. It's just not how it works. And again, he can date whoever he wants, but at the same time, either shut up about black American issues or racism, like most athletes do that date white women. Like you don't see Reggie Miller doing that. And stop trying to have a voice in on black issues, crying about racism if you're dealing with their women. That's the issue that people are having. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Already bet you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.